In the Safavid era, carpets gained a distinguished status and valuable carpets were woven. After the Safavid era, the quality of Iranian carpets gradually decreased. Sometimes it flourished and sometimes declined. In this episode, we'll review the history of Iranian carpets after the end of the Safavid era until the present day. This is Khorshid Palace in Kalat city of Khorasan, Razavi province, a monument that remains from Nader Shah Afshar's era. After the fall of Isfahan by the Afghans and the murder of Shah Sultan Hussein Safavi, the situation in Iran was chaotic for a long time, until a general from the Afshar tribe named Nader defeated the Afghans in several battles and started a war against the Europeans and the Ottoman Empire. Although Nader managed to return Bahrain, Kandahar, and Khwarazm and Bukhara to the territory of Iran, he did not pay any attention to the evolution of art, particularly carpet weaving. During this era and the chaos after his death, no valuable carpet were woven. However, the tradition was followed by nomads and the artists of this industry in small towns. It is difficult to recognize the carpets left from the Afsharid era. Because this era was not so long, so the design and pattern of carpets didn't undergo fundamental changes, so the carpets of this era can't be recognized through that.
بعد از دوره صفوی خب دوره کریم خان زن بود که کریم خان زن توجهی به هنرها و اینا اونجوری که باید نشد. بعد از اونم نادرشاه، یعنی بعد از صفوی نادرشاه بعد کرد. نادرشاه هم به همین ترتیب همه در جنگ و جدال بود و در دوره اونم رونقی بگیرد و دوره آقا محمد خان هم طبیعتا همه جنگ و
However, written documents show that carpet weaving flourished in some regions of Iran. According to a report by the East India Company, the EIC, beautiful silk and woolen carpets were abundant in the Bandar Abbas market in 1738. In the middle of the 17th century CE, Portuguese explorer Pedro Teixeira has also spoken about carpet weaving in Yazd and has singled out the carpets among the most distinguished carpets in Iran. Mohammad Kazim Marvi, the Minister of Marv and the author of the historiography of Alam Are Nadari, has also talked about Nader Shah's order to the province of Kerman to send rugs, felt carpets, and other high-quality goods to Yerevan's church. All these written documents indicate that carpet weaving was not abandoned in the Afsharid era, but it did not have a chance to progress amid the chaos of those days. This is Karim Khan's citadel in the center of Shiraz, which was built during the reign of Karim Khan Zand. After Karim Khan chose Shiraz as the capital and this place as his residence, it became known as Karim Khan's citadel. After Karim Khan Zand ascended the throne, the country experienced a relative calm. The calm that prepared the ground for the progress of the carpet industry. The globetrotters who were in Iran during the era of Karim Khan and his successors have mentioned the carpets of our country in their writings. Carsten Niebuhr, a Dutch explorer who was in Shiraz in 1765, wrote that Turkmen, women, and Turkish-speaking Fars nomad weave carpets that are exported in large quantities. It's a wonder that in spite of lack of facilities and equipment, they dye wool very well and weave good carpets. This palace, known as Aga Muhammad Khan Qajar Palace, dates back to the early Qajar era and is actually considered the first palace of this era. At the end of the Zand era, Aga Muhammad Khan Qajar took advantage of the internal crisis after the death of Karim Khan Zand, and after disposing Loft Ali Khan Zand, he was crowned as the king of Iran. This is how the Qajar era began. Like the Afsharids and the Zands, the Qajars were not able to set up large royal workshops and boost the art of Iranian carpet weaving to reach the fame of the Safavid era through supporting well-known carpet weavers and designers. However, the Qajar kings used to order magnificent carpets for their palaces or holy sites. That's why exquisite carpets remained from that era. In this relatively long period, artists created new works based on the precious heritage left from the history of Iranian art, particularly the Safavid era. This carpet with an inscription belonged to the era of Fath Ali Shah. It is kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran. The weaving of this carpet with inscriptions took 4 years in Kanamoy workshop of Tabriz and was completed in 1808. The pattern and the design of the carpet is completely creative. In the carpet design, the Shahnameh scenes are pictured in 25 frames, in the style of miniature paintings, and in the spaces between the frames, poems describing each scene are written.
در دوره قاجار فرش‌بافی عشایری و روستایی ایران یک دوران شکوفایی بزرگی رو طی می‌کنه و به اواخرش که نزدیک میشیم 3-4 دهه آخر دوره قاجار فرش‌بافی کلاسیک شهری‌باف ایران هم به واسطه آغاز رسمی صادرات فرش ایران به شدت مورد توجه قرار میگیره. یعنی فرش‌بافی در جاهای مثل تبریز و اصفهان و کاشان و حتی کرمان رونق بسیار زیادی پیدا میکنه مجموعاً آخر دوره قاجار واقعاً هر سه سبک فرش بافی ایران، سبک کلاسیک عشایری، کلاسیک روستایی و کلاسیک عشایری، واقعاً یک دوران بالندگی و اوجی رو با خودش شروع پیدا میکنه. توجه اروپایی‌ها و غربی‌ها باعث میشه که شرکت‌هایی از سرتاسر اروپا و امریکا بیان در فرش ایران سرمایه‌گذاری کنن.
Another antique carpet of the Qajar era dates back to the reign of Muhammad Khan Qajar as the Crown Prince. This carpet was woven in the year 1832 by the order of Crown Prince Mohammed Mirza. The pile and warp of this carpet is made of silk, and its creative design and color have made it special. This carpet was woven in Heris, one of the cities of East Azerbaijan province, and it's kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran. To mention one of the beautiful carpets of the Qajar era, we need to refer to the large carpet in the mirror hall of the Golistan Palace. This carpet was woven in Moshkabad, Herat city, and is kept in the treasury of Golistan National Palace. It is interesting that in the painting of the mirror hall of Kamal ol-Mulk, the famous painter of the Qajar era, the carpet is carefully depicted. We go to Kerman from the Golistan Palace's mirror hall. One of the active cities in carpet weaving in the Qajar era. This carpet, with a design known as Meliyat, nationalities, is an exquisite carpet woven in Kerman.
قالی که من در کنارش هستم مربوط به شهر کرمان هست. این قالی زیبا 70 رجه، ابعاد اون 287 در 170 سانتی متر و رج شمارش 70 رجه. از جنس نخ پنبه و پشم و گره‌ای که درش استفاده شده گره نامتقارن یا فارس بافه. نقش و طرحی که برای این قالی به کار برده شده، طرحش با نام طرح ملیت هست. همطور که میبینید در زمینه قالی که به رنگ روشن هست درختی مشاهده میشه که 3 شاخه اصلی داره که با انواع میوه ها مانند انار، انگور و سیب و گلابی و همچنین انواع جانوران و حیوانات تزیین شده. حتی ما میتونیم حشرات مثل پروانه و پرندگان مثل جغد، پرستو، کلاغ و هدهد و بوقلمون رو در قالی مشاهده کنیم. در زمینه اصلیش در قسمت انتهایی قالی هم کتیبه زیبایی کار شده که بیشتر در قالی‌های کرمان این کار معمول بوده نسبت به شهرهای دیگه. مضمون کتیبه این هستش که فرمایش آقای بهجت‌الملک نگارنده منظور طراح هستش که آقای فرصت شیرازی بوده از طراحهای معروف شهر کرمان و بافنده هم جناب آقای ابوالقاسم کرمانی. این قالیچه زیبا، قالی زیبا معذرت میخوام، مربوط به 1416 هجری قمری هستش. در رابطه با حاشیه قالی باید بگم که 10 تا قاب مدور رو در اینجا مشاهده میکنید که از تصویری از 10 ملیت مختلف با لباسهای بومی در حاشیه نشون داده شده که من اسامی رو براتون عنوان میکنم: چینی، عرب، استرالیایی، ترک، آمریکایی که با همون لباس بومی و در حقیقت تصویر یک سرخپوست نشون داده شده، زنگی منظور آفریقایی هستش، ایرانی، اروپایی، رومی و هندی.
In the main field of the rug, there's a tree with 3 main branches, and on its branches are fruits such as apples, pears, pomegranates, and grapes, and different kinds of birds including parrots, swallows, sparrows, crows, owls, peacocks, and different kinds of animals, including ostriches, turkeys, ducks, drakes, and even water animals can be seen in a lake in the background at the bottom edge of the carpet. On the main border of the carpet, there are 10 circular frames with images of 10 different nationalities wearing traditional clothes. This carpet has an inscription at the bottom edge of the main field, which shows that it was woven in 1898 by master Abulqasim Kermani, and the designer was Forsad ad-Dawe Shirazi, the famous designer in Kerman. In the margin of this carpet, there are images of people from different nationalities with animal species of the same regions. This carpet is made of wool and yarn and is known by the names of Forsat Shirazi and Meliat. It is kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran.
یک مقدار از قالیبافی معتبری در دوره محمدشاه و اواخر سلطنت پدرش فتحعلی شاه.
The Cyprus peacock carpet is another carpet from the Qajar era, and this one is also woven in the city of Kerman. If we pay attention to the design of this carpet, we can see the cypress and the vase in the center of the carpet, which is surrounded by a frame with a prayer niche design. There are 2 peacocks next to the cypress vase as guardian and sacred birds. Many flowers can be seen on the border and in the inner field of the carpet, which are a symbol of the Garden of Paradise. There are paisley patterns in the border and the cypress's inner design. Paisley is the shape of a bent cypress tree and is itself a symbol of the cypress tree. The 2 other peacocks can be seen on top of the cypress tree. The warp and weft of this carpet is made of cotton and the pile is made of wool. In the upper part of the carpet, the names of the carpet weavers can be seen. This carpet is also kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran.
فرش به نظر من این نیست که بافته بشه. ماشین هم میبافه. این حس بافنده تو این فرشه. من بافندهی داشتم که خودش میگفت من بی وضو پشت فرش نمیشینم. باور کنین بیشترین موضوع من به این میدادم و بیشترین سود این به من میداد.
The mentioned carpets were some of the famous carpets of the Qajar era, but a relatively large group of carpets from the Qajar era are pictorial carpets, a significant number of which are kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran. Pictorial carpets in the Qajar era included images of kings and notables, ancient motifs, and special design. One of the carpets in the Carpet Museum of Iran shows the image of Hushang Shah in his old age and with a white beard sitting on a throne, like a royal throne. This is while 2 devils are carrying the throne. This design is inspired by the story of Hushang Shah's battle with the demons and their subjugation by Hushang in Shahnameh. In the margin of the carpet, there are animal motifs such as camels and cows, which are noticeable due to the balanced coloring. The pictorial carpet of Hushang Shah was woven in Kerman and is kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran. Mashaher, luminous carpet, is another beautiful pictorial carpet in the Qajar era, which has been designed with 109 Iranian kings, 54 world's famous people, and 16 images of Sassanid and Achaemenids era rock reliefs. This carpet was designed in 1920 by Hassan Khan Shakuri and woven by Master Ali Kermani. The border of this carpet is adapted from the book Ajam, authored by Forsad Od-Dole Shirazi. In the lower part of the inner field of the carpet, there's a picture of Ahmad Shah Qajar, and in the middle field, which is oval, some notables are designed. In the middle of the carpet, the royal throne is less visible and is mostly designed and covered with plant motifs. This carpet is kept in the Niavaran Palace complex.
از بعد از دوره صفویه یا قبل از دوره صفویه هم ما نمیتونیم به سادگی عبور کنیم و بگیم که عمدتاً اینگونه بوده که میگن با ابهام زیادی مواجه هستیم و قطعات خیلی کمتر هستش. و واقعا هم چنینه. ما از برخی از مقاطع تاریخیمون تعداد قطعاتی که به زمان ما رسیده خیلی معدوده. حالا مثلا در دوره صفویه گفتیم که از فرش‌بافی عشایری و روستایی واقعا تعدادی که به زمان ما رسیده انگشت شماره واقعا. این یه بحث مستقلی است. ولی اگر از دوران قبل از صفویه یا بعد از صفویه در دوره‌ای مثل زندیه و افشار خب قالی‌های باقی مونده باشه، قالی‌های مهمی هم باشن و قالی‌هایی باشن که از نظر فنون با و خیلی مسائل رنگرزی خیلی هم پیشرفته باشن، خب این رو باید بپذیریم که قطعاً قالی بافی در نقاط مختلف وجود داشته. حالا به دلایل مختلف باز عرض می‌کنم فرش با همه چیز در ارتباط و تعامل با مسائل سیاسی، اقتصادی، اجتماعی، مذهبی، همه اینها میتونن در سازوکار این که در یه مقاطعی مثلا در دوره افشار قالیبافی ما با یک افول نسبتاً مشهوری مواجه شده باشه. خب اینها از دلایلی هست که باعث میشه ما بگیم که از اون دوره قطعات کمتری به زمان ما رسیده، ولی اینطور نیست که بگیم هیچ قطعه‌ای به زمان ما نرسیده.
Among other exquisite pictorial carpets of the Qajar era is this carpet, which is called the Astrolabe or Mintaka al-Buruj carpet. Astrolabe carpet is one of the most beautiful carpets of Isfahan, which has a very rare design. The design of the carpet is medallion corner, and the central medallion is circular. Symbols and names of different months and years are woven on the circle in Persian, Turkish, and Arabic. The symbols are taken from the old Christian calendar. And the lower head medallion represents the moon, and in the four edges of the rug, there are four symbols of the four planets of the solar system: Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. The main border of the carpet is lacquer red and is placed between narrower submargins. Astrolabe carpet is made of cotton and wool and is kept in the Carpet Museum of Iran. But in addition to the carpet, there's also a carpet map left from the Qajar era, which is this picture. This is a paisley carpet map by Mohsen Khan, a Kermani painter, where the colors of each motif are determined by dot knots. Actually, each of the dots is a knot, and dotting helps the weaver locate the knots on the carpet's warp. This map is kept in Kerman Industrial Museum. Some of the reasons why Persian carpets flourished in the middle of the Qajar era can be seen in this picture. This picture depicts the portrait of Nasser al-Din Shah and Emperor Franz Joseph, King of Austria and Hungary, at the Vienna World's Fair. In 1873, a large international exhibition was held in Vienna, where for the first time exquisite Iranian carpets were displayed for several months. After this exhibition, the Iranian carpet market flourished in European countries. Iranian carpets made their way not only to the palaces of kings and famous people, but also to the homes of the European middle class, and a couple of decades later to North America. In Europe, Iranian carpets were sometimes used to make government buildings and large guest houses look luxurious. In 1891, another exhibition was held in Vienna called the Great Exhibition of Oriental Carpets. After that, the fame of Iranian carpets spread to such an extent that the annual import of Oriental carpets to the United States, which did not reach $300,000 until the Second Vienna exhibition, reached several $million in less than a few years. One year after the Second Vienna exhibition, the Vienna book was published in 3 volumes, in English, French, and German. In this book, for the first time, a full-color photo of the Safavid era's masterpieces was shown, which multiplied the Iranian carpet's world fame. Although the carpet market and its export had flourished in the middle of the Qajar era, at the end of the Qajar era, something happened that made Iranian carpets face a serious crisis. Ink color phenomenon. In the 1850s, chemical dyes called aniline were introduced to the market in Europe, which were known as ink dyes in Iran. These dyes were easier and cheaper than traditional organic dyes. For this reason, they were welcomed by Iranian carpet weaving workshops. But the problem was that these colors were not fixed. They would lose color quickly and get stained with even a little moisture. Little by little, the use of these colors made the export of Iranian carpets very difficult. Although the use of these colors was banned many times and measures were taken to prevent them, but with the start of World War I, they were not fully implemented. This is the post office building in Tehran, which is built in Reza Shah's era. Reza Khan Mirpanj was named Reza Shah Pahlavi in December 1925 by the Constituent Assembly and was crowned as the Emperor of Iran in May of the following year. During the reign of Reza Shah in February 1935, a new state-owned company named Iran Carpet Joint Stock Company was established, and all the assets of the Oriental Carpet Manufacturers Company were purchased and handed over to this new company. Responsibilities such as monitoring the handling of export of hand-woven carpets, providing and distributing suitable raw materials for weaving carpets, promoting appropriate designs and organizing the carpet's situation were entrusted exclusively to this company. One of the benefits of this company's presence was the use of traditional organic dyes, the establishment of appropriate and hygienic workshops, and the prevention of minors. However, neglecting the traditional design and pattern of each region in the local workshops of carpet company harmed the independent identity of carpet weaving in different regions of the country. In addition, due to Reza Shah's distrust of nomads, in 1930 the settlement of nomads plan was implemented for the first time in the country. With the gradual implementation of this law and such plans, the grounds for the destruction of nomadic traditions and the achievements of this tradition were provided. In fact, with the disappearance of nomadic life and what was the product of such life, the most important product of this historical and ancient society, namely the tradition of nomadic weaving, gradually faded. When the second Pahlavi came to power, other measures and laws were implemented which harmed one of the main groups of carpet producers. With the implementation of the land reform plan in the 1940s, serious damage was inflicted upon the village culture and everything related to it, including carpet weaving.
یعنی ما بعد از پدیده یا اون اتفاق اصلاحات ارضی که هدف خوبی بود، ولی دستاوردهای حاشیه‌ایش در بلند مدت به تدریج تا به امروز باعث یک مهاجرت بزرگی از روستاها به شهرها و مشخصاً حاشیه شهرها شد. این همون چیزی است که در واقع میتونم بگم در از بین رفتن یا اضمحلال تدریجی فرش روستایی باف ایران بی تأثیر که نبود، هیچی تأثیر بسیار بزرگی هم داشت.
In any case, the first Pahlavi succeeded in carpet exports for a while by establishing Iran Carpet Joint Stock Company. But in the last years of the first Pahlavi, there were events that greatly reduced the export and consequently the production of carpets. One was the prevalence of double knots, that is, instead of tying the knot on 2 warps, each knot was tied on 4 and sometimes 6 warps, which reduced the quality and durability of the carpet. Another issue was World War II and the refusal of insurance companies to insure carpet export shipments due to dangerous routes. However, in the meantime, the best carpets of the Pahlavi era were often woven in Mashhad, Kerman and Isfahan, and especially in Mashhad.
ما افتخار میکنیم به کشورمون که صاحب چنین هنری هست که به خودش میباله. کشورهای دیگه رقیب داریم، تولید میکنن و از نظر هزینه‌ای با ما رقابت میکنن، ولی هیچ کدوم اینو به زیر قاطع میگم از نظر هنری به پای فرش ایران نه میرسن و نه خواهند رسید. به عنوان مثال شما اگر به هر منطقه از ایران سفر بکنید، طرح‌های مخصوص خودشون، سبک‌های مخصوص خودشون تمام مختلف، ولی این کشورهای رقیب ما مثل قالیه ماشی تمام یک سبک و یک طرح هستند.
With the establishment of the Iran Carpet Joint Stock Company in the Pahlavi era, although the exports of carpets came under the control of the government and prospered for some time, the design and the style of the carpets did not change much. This issue provided an opportunity for rival countries. It was in the 1970s when the world of carpets encountered a new phenomenon: machine-made carpets. The first machine-made carpet was produced in a factory in Kashan with the simplest machine of the time, i.e. the French jacquard machine. This carpet was very light and had short pile. The fact of being well received by people and the speed of machine-made carpets production compared to hand-woven ones caused the expansion of this industry. With the increase of the market demand, the weaving methods of this type of carpet and its special devices improved. Before the revolution and until 1957, all factories were managed independently, and there was no comprehensive and integrated law for how these trade unions should work. But after the revolution, some carpet production companies were confiscated, and other companies came under the supervision of some organizations such as the National Iranian Industries Organization. This issue flourished the Iranian machine-made carpet industry. It was almost from the middle of the 1980s that a large number of production units entered the market in this field, many of which are today one of the largest manufacturers of machine-made carpets in Iran. After the Islamic Revolution, one of the problems that Iranian carpets were faced with was currency issues and the US sanctions. Despite the sanctions and the presence of rival countries such as India, Pakistan and China, it has become difficult to export Iranian carpets. Rival countries imitated the patterns of traditional Iranian carpets and offered carpets similar to Iranian carpets and sometimes even more delicate under the name of Iranian carpets, which foreign buyers couldn't identify. They're not Persian. The export of carpets in these countries is supported and the wages of the weavers are low. As a result, the carpets of these countries are often offered in the market at a low and uncompetitive price. From the beginning of the 1970s, the importance of carpet weaving in Iran's economy, particularly in terms of generating employment and providing foreign exchange income, was noticed. It was here that the first international exhibition of carpets of Iran was held in the permanent location of the exhibitions in 1992, and at the same time as the annual meeting of the International Conference on Carpet in Tehran, famous carpet experts and businessmen from 14 countries came to Iran, and this event raised the status of Iranian carpets in the world. After that, this international exhibition was held every year because it also boosted the domestic carpet market. As a result of this exhibition, a large number of carpet sellers turned to producing carpets, and gabe weaving, which was almost forgotten in the pre-revolution era, flourished again. Gabe is a traditional variety of carpets with the difference that it is usually prepared in smaller sizes and longer piles, and it is the handmade art of the nomads. After the Second International Carpet Exhibition, in 1993, new woven samples of gabe came to the market, and for years they were exported more compared to other new woven carpets. Gabe weaving flourished so much that not only the nomads of Fars, Kogligluye, and Boya Ahmad, Shahar Mahal, and Bakhtiari, who were traditionally engaged in Gabe weaving, but also many cities and villages in the south and center of Iran launched Gabe weaving workshops. In addition to reviving the art of Gabe weaving, which was almost being forgotten, rural and nomadic carpet weaving cooperatives and large dyeing centers were also established by Jihad of Construction and handicrafts organizations of Iran to improve the quality and quantity of carpet weaving in some parts of the country. But one of the most impressive innovations after the revolution was weaving large carpets by several 100 meters long by the Initiative Iran Carpet Joint Stock Company. If we want to mention one of these masterpieces, we should visit the United Arab Emirates. This is the Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi, the UAE. The Sheikh Zayed Mosque is the third grand mosque in the world, which also houses the world's largest carpet. The largest carpet in the world, which is spread in this mosque since 2010, is 5,634 square meters and is made by 1,200 carpet weavers living in Neyshabur, who have woven it in 2 daily and night shifts for 18 months. This large carpet, which has been recorded as the world's largest carpet in Guinness Book, was unveiled in a ceremony attended by local and foreign journalists in the Grand Mosella Mosque of Tehran. Every day, nearly 2,000 tourists visit the world's largest carpet in Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The design of this carpet is an overall flower covering 5 medallions in the middle of a green inner field. In the inner field of the carpet, embossed lines have been created that cannot be seen from a distance but can be seen up close and guide the worshippers in creating straight and orderly processions. Another sample of hand-woven masterpieces after the revolution is spread in this location, Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in Oman. This carpet was woven in Neyshabur for 3 years and was spread in this mosque in 2001. At the time, this carpet was considered the largest hand-woven carpet in the world. The approximate dimensions of this carpet are 60 by 70 meters, and it covers the entire surface of the main nave. The design of the central medallion of this carpet is inspired by the motifs of the Sheikh Lotfullah Mosque in Isfahan. Each of the oval motifs of this medallion gradually gets larger as it moves away from the center of the medallion and reflects a dome that is exactly under the dome of the Grand Mosque and creates a beautiful harmony with the interior architecture of the mosque. The inner field of the carpet is decorated with palmette flowers, and the weft is pure cotton yarn, and the pile is wool. This carpet now covers the main nave of Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in Muscat, Oman. With the establishment of Iran National Carpet Center at the beginning of 2003, the support of this national art and industry became targeted and focused. Therefore, despite the unfavorable economic situation, Iran's carpet maintained its global export position in the 2nd to 4th ranks. Currently, 2 million people are directly engaged in carpet weaving, and 191,000 people are working in its ancillary industries. Also, there are 115 conservatories in the field of carpets and 5,500 graduates of hand-woven carpet art. According to statistics, the largest export of Iranian carpets took place in 1994. This year, Iran was able to set a record of $2,117 million in the export of hand-woven carpets, setting the best carpet export statistics for itself. In this year, nearly 44% of Iran's non-oil exports were supplied only through carpets, and around 5 to 7 million new jobs were created. Only 1 year later, i.e. in 1995, the amount of exports decreased from $2 billion to $1 billion, and in 1996 this number reached $675 million. In 2021, the exports of Iran's hand-woven carpets reached around $50 million. Among the reasons for the decline in the export of Iranian carpets are the sanctions, the presence of cheap carpets from China and India under the name of Iranian carpets, money transfer problems, lack of presence in international markets, and policies such as foreign exchange liabilities, neglecting delicate weaving and the quality of hand-woven carpets. In the foreign exchange liability, carpet traders are obliged to deliver the currency obtained from unsold carpet in the ways determined by the central bank. If the businessman cannot fulfill the foreign exchange obligation, their business card will be cancelled. This policy has caused many businessmen to cease the export of Iranian carpets and rugs. On the other hand, the increase in the cost of carpet weaving raw materials has also reduced the amount of production. Despite all these problems, Iran is usually among the 3 main carpet exporting countries in the world, and the Iranian carpets are still one of the most popular and high-quality ones in the global markets. Therefore, with a little support and attention, it can return to its main position. One of the solutions is to remove obstacles such as foreign exchange liabilities. Removing wrong policies and obstacles will definitely lead to more traders to export carpets. In addition to this, supporting organizations, given the importance of the production process, should also put supporting designers and weavers on their agenda. At the same time, experts need to prepare a targeted program for carpet production by examining the culture, demand, and taste of different countries. Countries like Latin America, China, and Russia have the largest markets for Iranian carpets. And among European countries, Germany, England, and Switzerland also use Iranian carpets. Arab countries like Lebanon, Kuwait, Qatar, and the UAE also demand Iranian carpets. If suitable markets for the export of hand-woven carpets and their needs are recognized, i.e. if the carpets are exported in a specialized manner and according to the tastes of the people of each country, Iranian carpets can compete in the best possible way in the country's markets. Another issue that has a great impact on exports is effective advertising. In order to export as many carpets as possible, it is necessary to be seen in international markets with professional advertisements. In this regard, the unique features of Iranian carpets that do not exist in Chinese, Indian, and Afghan carpets should be introduced to international buyers. Continued presence in public and virtual media, documenting and broadcasting on international networks, adds to the boom in sales and exports. The history of carpets in Iran is more than 2,500 years old. Iranian carpets have always been famous for their richness of color, variety of artistic patterns, and design quality. So the Iranian carpets are kept in palaces, famous buildings, mansions, and museums all over the world. Unfortunately, material intellectual property rights at the national and international level, i.e. copyright, is not implemented in our country, and this issue has led to the registration of Iranian designs in other countries by some profit seekers. Sometimes the designs and patterns of great Iranian designers in a different historical era are woven by weavers in China, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and other countries and are sold at a low price in global markets under the name of Iranian carpets, hurting the credibility, authenticity, and national identity of Iranian carpets. Machine-made carpet factories have closed the path for innovation and creation of new designs based on the needs of today's customers of Iranian hand-woven carpet by abusing the absence of the material intellectual property rights and weaving the designs of authentic hand-woven carpet brands. With the recognition and implementation of the material intellectual property rights regarding the design, pattern, dyeing, weaving, method of carpets, and other required items, the position of Iranian carpets at the international level will be improved. Our country relies on the export of carpets as a means of income, but with this historical background, the officials should just focus on supporting this art so that the Iranian carpet provides a large part of the country's non-oil income and helps develop this land by job creation, and to hand over this trust and the second flag of our dear Iran to the next generations.